Hey, Super Tourist, Cindy here. Alright, as I talked about on Wednesday, I'm going to go into my full idea of what I suspect from this new season, the series finale from this season. What I expect from it is going to be amazing. So sit back, buckle up. This is going to be pretty interesting. I'm also reading off my script right now, so if you have seen season 14's finale, then you know pretty much undid everything the Winchesters have done the last 14 flippin' years. But what if that meant if anything caused around them also changed? Like, if Lisa and Ben somehow end up remembering Dean because Cass's memory wipe goes away for some reason or another. Or if Adam was freed from the cage, which we all know since Adam is coming back, that is a very likely possibility. Or if Crowley's sacrifice just didn't take. What if Crowley comes back? Maybe not as Crowley, but maybe as Ferguson. Or say a certain blonde love interest of a certain former college student was back to being alive. Just spitballing here. Now, let's not forget Jensen Ackles' dream. If you don't know, he had dreamed a few years ago, I want to assume. I think it was a few years ago. But he had a dream of how Supernatural would end. And it's basically Dean's riding the Impala on an empty road. No Sammy beside him, and no way to get him back. Before he just stops and this motorcycle guy comes up to him, and they switch keys with a mystery guy, and we never see his face. According to Jensen, we never see his face. But the mystery guy driving off with the Impala and Dean getting on the motorcycle. Well, at least here's where the ground of the theory stands on. Chuck killed Jack because the Nephilim was stronger than God himself, and Chuck didn't want that. That's why Chuck killed Jack. That's why he wanted the Winchesters to kill Jack. But they refused. They didn't want to kill Jack, because that would turn them into a monster, and Jack was innocent. God wasn't seeing the good in Jack anymore. He was seeing competition. And that's not a good thing. Not really, at least. But Jack somehow finds a way to confront Chuck. And remember his power from season 12? And then season 13? And his power from season 12, and then his power from season 13. He was able to open up a rift. He himself, Jack, a half angel, half archangel, half devil, was able to open up a rift to another world. So what if he's able to send the Rider Chuck over to the Apocalypse world, where he's confronted by that world's Michael? Because if everything was undone, maybe Michael is still alive, because, maybe that Michael is still alive because every bad guy they ever faced is now back to being alive, and that includes this world's Michael. Well, not this world's Michael. Apocalypse world's Michael. Michael did say he was going to kill God himself, and the Horseman Death. did say that even God can die. I mean, that was the whole freaking premise of the pre-ultimate. That was the whole freaking premise of the final and the pre-ultimate episode of season 11. Was that God is dying. That is like the main focus. That is the main problem. God is gone. Who becomes the balance of Amara? I hear you asking. Jack. Jack is completely full of light, and he is a half angel, he is an angel. He is half angel. He is half human. He can be the light. He's stronger than God himself. He can be the opposite to Amara. So with Crowley, even though it's not Crowley, maybe he has the memories of Crowley. Maybe he remembers Crowley's promise. Even if it's Fergus, maybe Fergus will still be a demon. And maybe that demon will still make do with his promise from season 12's finale. That he would close the gates of hell forever. I mean, and technically, heaven is still closed. So the angels aren't a problem anymore anyway. And I think Cass would join the angels for that. To keep heaven safe. With Adam back, and let's assume he's not insane from his several thousand years in the cage, being possessed in the cage. Let's just assume that is not, that's like, his insanity is not a problem. Maybe he is just like Cass, and maybe for some reason he becomes just like Cass. And he'll finally cave and become a hunter, like his father and his half-brothers. But, see, that's the thing. The gates of hell and heaven closed, not to mention there's no probable way to get into purgatory, back in or out of purgatory without a sacrifice, like with what they do with Eve. But there's no logical way for purgatory to be opened. The monster problem's probably gonna go back to normal. Just vamps, ghosts, werewolves, just every normal monster. No angels, no demons. No angels or demons, and that's good. Maybe without that kind of problem, that means the Winchesters, who have spent their life dealing with demons and angels, who have spent the better part of the last 14 years, can finally move on, because they have been dealing with angels and demons and whatnot, and now they don't have to. I mean, yes, they probably have to, but maybe what God also did was he brought back the hunters that that Michael had killed. So if so, then there's plenty more. Then that means there's plenty of hunters that can do anything. Normal? That's what Sam wanted to begin with. Yes, over time he gave up that life, but that is still what he wanted. He still wanted to live a normal life. For the first 22 years, that was what he wanted. And if the love of his life, Jessica, is back, I think he's gonna want that more than anything. However, considering it's someone that Sam wanted to be with, it is very, very possible that Chuck basically did what, basically had done what death, not this death, but this death had done. But this death created a stone called the Resurrection Stone. And you think Death wouldn't want to bring back more, wouldn't want to lose any more people, lose to any more people. Like, he doesn't want to bring people back. He doesn't want people to be taken from his place. So, what does he do? The stone does not actually bring back what that Pebble brother wants. Super Colin Brothers actually goes into an amazing video about this whole thing. Click the card for more information on that. But what happens if this is true and this happens to Jessica and she's just like, anything the stone brings back, then she's gonna want Sam to die. And maybe finally, after all these years, Sam joins her forever. His agreement with the Horseman death back in play. And finally, with Lisa back in the picture, Dean keeps his agreement that he'd made with Sam back in season 5. He'd move on. But not before one final ride in the Impala to a deserted road, where he finally gives away the keys to his baby and rides off into the sunset alone. Cue a montage of every supernatural monster being destroyed by all hunters, with Carry On My Wayward Son playing loud and clear all the way through the final time. For the final time. Alright, now that chick flick moment is over, for my question of the day, what do you guys think? Do you think my idea is crazy, insane? You wouldn't be the first to say that. Believe me, I had actually posted this on Reddit, and I had already shared this idea with a friend, and my friend doesn't think it's possible, but all of this is possible, all of what I had said is possible. But I mean, I honestly believe it because it just seems so right. It seems like a good way to end the series on a happy note. That is just my opinion. So what do you guys think about my theory? Do you think it is possible? If not, just tell me your own theory. What do you think is going to happen in the series finale? Leave your comments down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more. Catch you on the flip side.